winter. So let's talk about what I've been working on while we have to stay warm. We had 70-degree weather, and then we had freezing cold weather. Sat in snow flurries at a baseball game yesterday, but it's supposed to be eventually warming us up again. Alright, last week I made one of these little pumpkin head hats, which I thought were cute, and I made another one, but a little smaller version, because I thought that was cute, and I still am contemplating putting some leaves on the top of those. And then last week I also made this little guy. Still haven't put his long braids on him yet, but I thought his mouth was kind of big, so I found some other pictures, and I made me another one without the ear flaps and the braids. And I just realized, I kept staring at him thinking something was a little off. I forgot to put his hair on the top. See, you put little sprigs of hair. I just realized I forgot to do that, so I have to go back and do that. Then I'm kind of stuck on this pattern right now. We're going to let Mrs. Whitehead model it, even though the hat is white. But from working on the dog sweater, I learned that I really like working with the sport weight yarn. And I bought a whole bunch of this from eBay, a lot of small yarn, and some of it had little sparklies in it. This is an interesting little yarn I got from eBay. Hirschner's Easter yarn, never heard of it. Shipped from somewhere in the States, but it is 98% acrylic and 2% polyester, and oddly enough, it gives a feeling of cotton. I've learned from that Dollar Tree yarn that polyester doesn't stretch much, and so I think that's where this lends the cotton feel to it. But it says it's a 4, but it is not. It's very, very thin. I don't know if you can. This is an H hook that I'm using with it just to give it a little space, but I like it. It's going to make a nice little children's hat. But just enough little sparkly in there. I don't generally like sparkly on myself. The only thing I want sparkling is real gems, like diamonds. But this is pretty. I think it's cute. And if you'll remember, I said I was going to, our church was going to help this mission down in the Rivers of the World is what it is. And they have requested hats for 7 to 11-year-olds, and so I did a smaller version of this. I don't know if you can see it very well on here, but I'm going to switch and show you a different color. I'm not thrilled with my flower. I can't quite figure out a flower that I am totally 100% pleased with. But I thought the sparklies in this would make some little girl smile. And I liked this yarn. Well, it came in 3 colors. And I made a yellow one. I haven't done a flower for it too, but I'll do its flower. But you can see the pattern a little bit better. It's half double crochet crown, and then granny square rows of double crochet groups of 3. Followed off by single crochet band on there. So, and I have altered the pattern too a little bit. I didn't like the way they gave the instructions for seaming, and came up with my own version on that. So, simple pattern, easy. If I could alter it to suit my needs, you could too. It's wonderful. And I'm also working on a purple one. I'm in the process of a one in this lavender color. And then on the hook I have, got my big old head filling up the screen. On the hook I have a purple one that I'm working on right now. So I'll just interchange those flowers. So I'm sitting in the car because it's baseball tournament day, and I'm working on the 3rd little hat with sparkles. I don't know if you can see the sparkles. that I'm sure I'll talk about in my next video. Yeah, baseball tournament season means getting up early. Let's see, today we're in Winona, Mississippi, which is a tiny little town, about an hour and a half north of where we are. And normally we don't travel with this team, but this is the first one, and I don't know why we're doing it, but we are. So here we are. We've already played one game, and we lost. And now we're waiting to play the next game, but it's so cold. So I've parked it in the car, and I'm working on my crochet until I have to get out and go be cheerful, cheering Mom. No flurries at the ballpark. Okay, here are some better flowers that I found. I attached them with bobby pins so that they could be removed easily. These are roses. Easy pattern. I liked it a lot, and I'm going to include it in the description there. But you just kind of wrap it around, and then I attached it. Haley of Haley's Hats does this, where she attaches it with the bobby pins, and then you can remove it and you can technically use it in your hair. So I thought that was cute. So I've got a list about as long as my arm of things that I want to work on, but it's just time. I'm just having a hard time finding time to do what I want to do. And I still have works in progress that I'm supposed to do for Erin, and I hadn't gotten around to that either. Not to mention the fact that this is Lent, and for Lent this year, instead of giving something up, I've added a few things, one of which is to take a plastic grocery bag and to fill it every day. I have to do one bag every day with throwaway items out of my house, or donation or recycling, something like that. And I figure by the end of 40 days, I ought to have really culled my house of unnecessary excess that I tend to hold on to. So just a whole lot of things I've got going on, and it's just interfering with my crochet. So priorities. But anyway, that's all I've done this week.